Okay, now that we have our Power Pivot model ready, we can go and start analyzing data in our model. And to do that, we're going to use the familiar Excel pivot table report feature. So let's click on the Home ribbon tab and expand the pivot table drop down. As you can see here, you have a few predefined layouts. The one that I'm going to use for this exercise is going to be the first one because I just need a single pivot table report. It asks me where I want to put my report. I'm going to reuse the existing sheet 3, which is empty. So I'm going to click the existing worksheet option, and I'm going to use the selector. I'm going to click on sheet 3, select cell B2, and click OK, and then OK again. So Excel creates an empty pivot report connected to my model. The Power Pivot field list shows me the metadata of the model, the 3 tables that I have and the columns in these tables. So now creating a pivot report, is a simple matter of just selecting which fields I want on the report and where actually I want them on the report, rows, columns, or values. Let's expand the sales table and check the sales amount field. Because that's a numeric field, Power Pivot automatically puts it in the value zone in the Power Pivot field list, and it aggregates the data across the entire sales table. So essentially what I'm seeing here is the grand total, the overall sales amount across all resellers and across all dates. To see the sales amount broken down by reseller, I'm going to go to the reseller table and I'm going to select the reseller name column. And to see this data grouped by months on columns, I'm going to go to the date table. I'm going to drag the month column and drop it on the column labels. So now I get this cross-tab report layout. One thing to notice here is that there are a couple of things we can improve in this report. Number one, the months don't appear to be sorted in their natural order. Instead, they're sorted in alphabetical order. And number two, the data on the report is not formatted. So let's go and improve that. I'm going to go back to my Power Pivot model. The first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to take care of the custom sorting. Luckily, in Power Pivot version 2, we can define custom sorting for each column in the model. So I'm going to go to the date table and I'm going to create a simple calculated column that uses the formula, the following DAX formula. It gets the year column, it multiplies that by 100, and then it uses the month function to extract the month portion of the date column. So the net effect of this formula is that it returns a numeric field consisting of the year and the number as an ordinal number of the month. That's the column that I'm going to use for custom sorting. And I'm going to rename this column as month sort. Now that I have this column, I'm going to select the month column and I'm going to click on sort by column button. And I'm going to say I want to sort the month column by the new calculated column that I just created. And the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to go to the sales table. I'm going to select the sales amount column and I'm going to say that I want to have 1,000 separator for this sales amount column. And I'm going to go back to Excel to my report. As you can see, it has detected changes. I'm going to refresh my data. For some reason, my formatting didn't get picked up. So let's go back to the model one more time and click the 1,000 separator once again. And go back to Excel, refresh one more time. And here it is. The data is formatted as in thousands. And the year and the months are now sorted in their natural order. To see the top 10 resellers, I will use the Excel top 10 feature. I'm going to expand the row labels drop down. I'm going to say value filters top 10, and I'm going to click OK on this dialog, which has because the default selection is exactly what I need. And here are my top 10 resellers sorted alphabetically. If I want to sort them by in the sales amount, in the grand total amount in descending order, I can click any cell here and can say sort by largest to smallest, and now they're sorted by the grand total in descending order. The last thing that I want to do on this report is to demonstrate the Excel slicers feature. Excel slicers are visual filters. They're very fun to work with. So let's go and add 2 slicers on our report that will let us filter on the reseller business type and on the product line. Let's go and drag the business type field on the slicers vertical and do the same for the product line. Just drag it below business type in the slicers vertical zone. So now I can, now that I have these slicers, I can see the individual values in these columns, and I can click on the slicers to, for example, if I want to see only the sales for the warehouse business type, I can click on the warehouse value in the business type slicer. And if I want to see the value for the data for the warehouse and where the product line is mountain bike, I can do that as well to keep on further filtering the report data. If I want to remove the slicers and see all the data, I just have to click on the clear filter buttons to go back to my original report and see all the data.